In this video, I'm going to talk about how to market your business in 2022. I'm Bruce, host of the Smart Pizza Marketing Podcast. I've helped hundreds of businesses market their business online. We talk all about marketing on our podcast, and I have not really anything to sell you. So here we go. Let's talk about how to market your business in 2022 online. The reason I want to do this video was I talked to a lot of people, and I just got off a call with somebody else. Yesterday, I had 3 calls with business owners, and they're very confused about what they should be doing to market your business. And I'm going to dumb it down for you. It's very, very simple. Here's what you do. You create content, you use platforms, you get customers' attention, you convert that attention into an email or a text. You then send emails and texts to get those people to convert into customers. It's not that complicated. In theory, the hard part is creating that content and creating content that's consumable and creating content that people actually want to engage with to get them to convert into a text or an email. And a lot of people have a hard time doing that. And a lot of people overthink it. Here's what you do. There's a couple platforms you want to pay attention to. And there's not one platform for every business, or there's not, you should be on TikTok, or you should be on Instagram, or you should be on Facebook. It really depends on where your business is located, who your customer base is, where in the country you are, and where people in your area are spending time online. You need to do the work in order to figure that out. There's no answer for where you should spend your time. Yeah, TikTok, there's a lot of people, but if you're in a town where there's not a lot of young people, then TikTok may not be the place for you. It may be Instagram. It may still be Facebook, even though people love to bash Facebook. I'm doing this video right now, and I'm streaming it to Facebook as well as YouTube because some people are on Facebook still. So what you need to do as the business owner is say, all right, take a step back. All right, I really want to get people in my area to be aware of who we are and what we do. Where are people spending time online? Not where are you spending time online. That's a huge mistake a lot of business owners make is they say, I'm not on TikTok. Meanwhile, they're in a college town and everybody in their area is on TikTok consuming hours and hours and hours of content. And because you, as the business owner, don't want to go on TikTok or you don't go on TikTok, you think you can't use it for your business. So the first step is to say, okay, where are people in my area hanging out online? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter? Then, once you figure that out, the next step is to start researching those platforms. What kind of content are people watching or looking at? Who in my area or who on those platforms is really popular on that platform? Okay, I figured that out. Now, why are they really popular on that platform? What type of content are they creating on that platform that is making them so popular? And then how can I, as a business owner, copy that? Not copy exactly what they did, but copy what made that video or post or photo or text or whatever it is that's making that person popular on that platform. How can I copy that and incorporate it into my business? And then you need to just test things out. And testing things out over time on these platforms is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take you probably 2 to 3 months to really figure it out. Then you have content. You have analytics. You have data. Go back after you've done the content creation for 2 or 3 months. And yes, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that's intuitive to you. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some collaboration with some people. Go back, look at what worked. It's going to tell you. The data is going to tell you. This video got a lot of engagement. This video sucked. Nobody liked this one. So guess what? I'm not going to create any more of those moving forward, and I'm going to create a lot more of these ones moving forward. And then you just recycle the process every 2 or 3 months. And every 2 or 3 months, you're going to see some things change. Content that worked 6 months ago, 9 months ago, isn't going to work today. You're going to see a new trend start to happen. And by looking at the data, you're going to be able to see those trends a lot easier as you move forward. It's so easy to overthink it or to think like you need somebody to help you create this content or I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. We're all just trying to figure this damn thing out. And we're all just trying to figure it out. The difference is the people who have figured it out have spent time actually doing things, and then they've done it for a long period of time, and that's how they figure it out. Nobody just hops on YouTube and is like, you know what, I'm going to do this YouTube thing, and I have it all figured out right away. It doesn't happen like that. It's time spent. Then what you do is, as you get that attention on the platform, you transition those people over to your email or get their information, their address, their email, their phone number, so then you can start to convert them into customers. That's it. It sounds very simple. It's not. It is simple in theory, but it's a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of patience. And that's where people make the mistake. They don't have any of those things. They look at social media and marketing in 2022 as marketing 1996, where, all right, I'm going to do this flyer right here. I'm going to send it out to 10 or 15,000 people. And if I don't get a response on Friday, it doesn't work. Unfortunately, the internet doesn't work like that. People have lives. They move fast. These platforms change, and you need to be able to invest the time or money. You have one of those things. If you don't have money, you probably have time. If you have no time, you probably have a little money because your business is doing well. You can hire someone to either consult with you and tell you exactly what you should do, or hire them to do it for you. And by hiring them to do it for you, you really have to be careful with that, because a lot of places won't mesh. And if the company that you hire doesn't mesh and you don't see eye to eye and they're telling you something that you don't think is right, or you don't want to do what they are asking you to do, it's not going to work. No matter how much money they charge or how little money they charge, if you don't mesh, it's not going to work, because there's going to be friction there. And it can't have any friction if you want this social media thing to work, because you need speed. You need speed and consistency. And that's how you market your business in 2022. And this goes for any business. It doesn't have to be pizza. It could be any business you have. Do the research. Check out the platforms where people are spending their time. Look at what's making those popular people popular on these platforms. And I use that word relatively. Don't slam me for it. I don't mean really popular. But, they're getting views and they're getting their eyeballs. What are they doing to get eyeballs? How can you do that in your business? How can you copy what they're doing and do it on your business? And then do it consistently over time. Some is going to work, some's not. And then transition those people into your email list, your text, and then constantly hammer them. And I mean hammer them. Don't be afraid to send too many emails with what you're doing behind the scenes. Hey, here's a link to my TikTok video that we just did. Here's a poll that we have going on. Here's what we have happening this weekend. Did you see this happening in the news in our area? Continually do that. And your email list will grow, your text message list will grow, and your business will grow, because you'll be consistent with it over time. I hope you enjoyed this. I do have to say thank you real quick to, let me just see, Stanislaus Products sponsoring this little live show right here in YouTube video. Thank you so much to Stanislaus, smartpizzamarketing.com/Stanislaus. Go check out our podcast as well, because, we do this little podcast here, and we hope you like it. So thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate you guys very much. Hopefully you enjoyed this little segment that I have going on here. And if you haven't yet, like the page, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to YouTube, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.